in our language, there is no word for nature because we are nature.
Greta is amazing, but white, cis, settler voices are centered whenever we have conversation about climate change.
You are the one who can learn how to live in harmony with the rest of the species. It is not the other species who can learn how to live with human. My name is Hindou Oumarou Ibrahim. I'm from Chad, and I'm coming from a nomadic pastoralist communities who are a cattle herders. My peoples are living between 5 countries: Chad, Cameroon, Niger, Nigeria, Central African Republic. Because before the colonization, for us, all those places are our land. What the scientists are telling them, they are not listening. What indigenous peoples are telling them for so many years, they are not listening. So they must sit down, shut up, and listen about this urgency.
My name is Emmanuela Shinta, and I was born in Kalimantan. I belong to the Dayak communities. We are the first people of Borneo Island. We have this philosophy in Dayak. It's called Huma Betang. So it's a large house. Our people used to live in this long house that have like 25 families. And you know, like when one room, let's say, caught in the fires, it's impossible for others only to sit and watch. The same way right now happening, we live in this planet. This planet is our large house, is our Huma Betang. And when one crisis happen in one place, you just sit and watch, right? And just cheering them, like keep up the good work, but you do nothing. You need to step and take an action. This is not the time for concept and theory. We can have thousands webinars, but cannot save even 1 inch of the forest.
Hello, my name is Charitie Ropati, and my native name is Guvach. I'm Yupik and Samoan. We're from near the Kuskokwim River, so Alaska, near Russia, right by Canada. And so Yupik people, we're just people of the sea. We subsist from the sea. Indigenous peoples make up such a small portion of the population of the entire world, but protect over 80% of the world's biodiversity. That's significant. When we think of land, we don't think of it as a commodity. The reason why climate change exists is because colonialism and capitalism go hand in hand. But when you think of the land as a commodity, as something that can be bought, as something that isn't sacred, this leads to rising CO2 emissions.
My name's Amelia Telford. I'm a Bundjalung and South Sea Islander woman. I'm from the north coast of New South Wales. That's where the rainforest meets the sea. A core part of who we are as Aboriginal people is our connection to our land. I think, what gives me hope is connection to other people who believe that the changes that we're seeking are absolutely possible. Build a connection with one person, it leads to a connection with others. You can build, a local group, build power, come together with your family and friends, talk about what your vision is for the future, talk about what are the barriers that are holding you from getting there, what do you then need to do to be able to make the changes to make that possible.
My name is Sara-Elvira Kuhmunen. I am 21 years old and I am from Sweden. And the Sami people, we are a people that not so many know about because we are the only indigenous people in Europe. And we are a people in 4 countries. So we live in Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Russia. I actually have very high expectations for COP26 because it's many that says that this is our last and best chance to actually stop and do something about the climate changes. I do really hope that the world leaders are taking responsibility about this. And the other thing is to take our voices into the decision makers, that we have an opportunity to actually tell how to stop this, because we have lived here for many thousands of years and we haven't affected it at the same way.
My name is Gualinga and I'm from the Quechua people of Sarayaku in the Ecuadorian Amazon. The Sarayaku community is like in the central south of the Ecuadorian Amazon. The living forest idea is like inherent to our way of life. The living forest is about recognizing all living beings, and this includes humans. It includes animals, insects, trees, flowers, mountains, lakes, and it also includes the forces of the forest. We understand that everything that we are, everything that we need, comes from the land itself. Food, medicine, even mental health. And that's exactly why Indigenous voices is extremely important at the COP, for example, because I can assure you that Indigenous peoples have done more than any government in the world in the fight against climate change.